Yes, we are hosting Dr. Victoria Nalule, a PhD holder at 29 years. Oh my God, a lot of books. She has so far written two. One is along the way. She's going to tell us what those books are.
So the first book was focused on energy access and poverty challenges in sub-Saharan Africa, and I focused on the role of regionalism. So in this book, I look at the energy resources we have on the African continent and try to show how, if we can cooperate through regionalism, now let's say the East African community, if as the countries in the region can cooperate, we can develop these resources so that everyone can benefit from them. So, and the second book, it's focused on mining and the law in Africa. And in that book, I explored the social and environmental impacts associated with mining activities.
Okay.
Because the African continent, we have enormous mineral resources. The continent has 30% of the global mineral resources. But then you notice that most of the countries that have the minerals, the people are very poor.
Yes.
So we ask the questions as to why should we have the resources when people are poor? What social impacts associated with mining those resources? What about the environmental impacts associated with mining? So yeah, I do cover that in my second book.
Okay.
Then my third book that will be published next year, it's called Land Access and the Perspective of Energy and Mining Projects. So in this book, I take people through land matters, land rights, because for mining and energy projects to be successful, they need vast areas of land.
Yeah.
But what comes with that? People will be dislocated, people will lose their agriculture and farming and also fishing land. So it has lots of issues associated with it. So I do cover that in my third book. And just 2 days back on Thursday, I was invited before the Commission of Inquiry into Land Matters as an expert witness. And I was tackling the same subject, land access and energy and mining projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have oil in Hoima.
Yes.
Do you see Uganda achieving social protection? Social protection, especially women, is a very, very key point. Today you have some good money, tomorrow you're sick, you go to the hospital, and all of a sudden you're back to zero.
Yeah.
So do we see our oil securing social protection for women?
Yes, because one thing Uganda has done is to try and learn from the mistakes of other countries that have explored oil for a very long time, like Nigeria. And you could see there are initiatives to involve women. There are some trainings that are going on, but obviously that's not enough, because even though professionally we are seeing women being involved in the energy sector, but what about the unprofessional part of it? Women who are not educated, how can they benefit? And I believe more trainings have to be undertaken. These women should acquire the necessary skills, and we can address gender inequality in the energy sector. Yeah.
Benchmarking on other countries you've been to, do you see things changing?
The difference will only come in when we start actual exploration of the oil, when it comes out of the ground. Yeah, because at the moment they've been having issues with the final investment decision. So the investors have to decide, but once operations start, then definitely we shall see the differences. But we have to be prepared as a country and make sure that we invest more in development infrastructure. We have to make sure that the systems are transparent. There is accountability, because in some countries that lack these systems, transparent systems, they end up with a resource curse whereby people will only suffer the negative impacts that are associated with the oil and gas, and then a few people benefit. But once we are aware that the oil revenue can be used to build more roads, construct more roads, more hospitals, more schools, and other things that can benefit people socially, then yeah, we are on the right track.
Have we done any mistakes so far as a country at the stage where we are?
At this stage, I wouldn't say any mistakes, because they've tried to learn from the experiences of other countries.
Okay.
And recently I was in Ethiopia. They had the Extractive Transparency Initiative meeting, whereby different countries with minerals come up to show how they're willing to be transparent in the energy sector. I met the team from Uganda.
Okay.
They haven't yet signed the initiative, the Extractive Transparency Initiative, but they have plans to sign it, so that will be a good step. So in that we will know as citizens how much money are we getting from the oil resources, how the money is being used, and then you can demand for accountability. So if they keep going in the right step, then maybe we can imitate countries like Botswana. But if we end up with no transparency and accountability, then not many people will benefit.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you get chance
Yeah.
to have any public office,
Yeah.
that office that everybody dreams about, what would you change immediately in Uganda, especially about women?
About women, I would advise women to invest more in themselves,
Okay.
because traditionally we are meant to believe that our role only ends in the kitchen, traditionally.
We're
But obviously
dependent.
right now, right now things are changing. So I would advise women and young girls to take time to invest in themselves professionally, even socially, to believe that you can take up big positions, you can achieve whatever man can achieve. Because many people have the capability, they have the potential, they're very intelligent, but they lack that confidence in themselves.
Okay.
Or if they have the confidence, they're always pulled back because they're scared. If I achieve a lot, I will not attract the right man. People will be scared of me, men will be scared of me.
Okay.
So some people always make decisions depending on what other people will think about them.
Okay.
So it's time for us to drop people's opinion and you focus on yourself. So I would have more trainings for women, girls, teach them these basic things of being able to dream big and not to be afraid of dreaming big. Because I've met very many intelligent women, very, very many, but then they lack that confidence in themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is the confidence lacking
Uh,
in so many of our girls?
because of our public opinion and what we have been made to believe about ourselves.
Okay.
You have to be very humble, you have to be very submissive, you shouldn't appear to be so aggressive, but you can still be a good wife, a good girlfriend, and you still have big dreams, and you still aim to achieve a lot. So most people, they lack the confidence because they are scared of what people will say about them.
Okay.
They're scared of public opinion. But once you let the public opinion go and be aggressive a bit in a good way, professionally, yeah, and dream big and believe that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, then that's very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you married?
Not yet.
Okay. Maybe you've been so much into books, so you haven't found time for marriage.
And no, I'm not that old. I'm 30 right now.
Okay.
I'm not that old, and I believe in taking my time. I've dated, and I'll see. I'm dating. I'll see how it works out. But I believe in taking my time.
Okay.
I don't think there should be a limit that at this age you should be married. If it happens for some people, it's good. That's good for them.
Yeah.
But there's some people who marry early and then divorce early. Like, relationships is the matter of the heart, really. You can't dictate what will happen. So it's good to give everything time. Yeah, everything happens at the right moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any last words to the wannabes?
Just be confident and believe in yourself. It's very important to have that inner strength in you, because it all starts with you. However much scovia you have, 1,000 people encouraging you, pushing you to go higher, when you don't have it into yourself, like, it will never work out. It all starts with you. So you need to have that inner strength, be courageous, be fearless. You don't have to take the path every person has taken. You can create a new path. and let other people follow you. Yeah, so my advice would be, especially to the young ladies, is dream big, believe in your dreams, be courageous, be fearless, and have that inner strength to know that you can achieve whatever you have to achieve. And be persistent, yeah, but believe in yourself, work hard, and be persistent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself becoming a professor soon?
I haven't really thought about it, but since I'm involved in writing, I think if I concentrate, I can become a professor, but it's not something I've been thinking about because it's more academic, and I prefer to be involved in projects that are on the ground. But if I concentrate, maybe after 3 years, if I publish a lot and I'm more involved academically, maybe I can. Who knows? But it's not something I have been dreaming about. But if it happens, we shall see. It's never too late.
Never too late. You can dream at 50, you can dream at 45, you can dream at 20. Yeah, what matters is what you dream and making sure that you put that dream into perspective. Thank you very much for watching our episode. This is Carlton Scovia Nakamia. Thank you for watching Her Story with Carlton. More episodes are coming up, so click the subscription button, follow the Facebook page, and follow all our social media platforms. Thank you.